Okay.
Hey, mine operator. We're out here at the mill site with our very special guest we've been telling you about, Mark Keene.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
As you know, I'm Hollywood.
I'm Ron. Harry.
Conman.
Keene has been so kind to allow us to use this RC812. Today we're going to put it through its paces after a repair that it needed, and we've got some very special ore. We hope to show you some great footage later of the gold going across the table.
This is the ore from Harry's mine that we dropped down the zip line. This is from the last video that Chad and Greg did from the Frankie spot. And then we have various other samples that we're going to crush. This ore, we're going to finish crushing in the Keene from doing our Sierra Blaster video. And we have our special guest with us from Keene, and we're going to test this thing today. All right, Mr. Hollywood, we're going to fire this thing up.
Okay, you guys ready? 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 Okay, clear.
stuff, but if you look at this, here's the little flat pieces, but watch this. They turn into powder. You know, what they are, they're like compressed, it's like the compressed calcium or any moisture. Yeah, it turns into a slag, but it's all, as soon as you get it wet, it all turns back into a slurry, which is nice. Dude, you guys need to have a mic. You need like a recordable mic for these things. You can hear.
fast. There was one bucket that had some moist soil in it, and that's what the bog. That was what the bog was. You cannot do wet. You gotta dry it out. So Chad had one wet bucket.
It'll do it, but it just takes forever.
Yeah.
And then you throw some gravel like this on top of it.
Yeah.
It'll help chew it up a little bit, but it needs that crunch. It needs crunch. Yeah. Like cereal? Yeah. Crunch. It needs crunch. Fans don't work well. I know that from experience. Dude,
Yeah, all you're gonna hear is a
if
fan.
you guys get that stupid little mics, you'll never have a wind problem.
We'll do the mics,
It could
okay.
be blowing, and they're like under $100. Okay.
Yeah, I can't afford that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get the fuel to get here.
You could have used that in the video. You could have said, hey, I want you to see one of my
Okay,
favorite fans.
watch your fingers, John.
Yeah.
Watch your fingers,
Are we good?
John. Okay.
Live.
All right, so I'm going to climb up here. Oh, so go ahead and record. You're recording?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, I noticed. Let me get turned around. I noticed one thing when you guys are running the crusher. What you got to pay attention is these little plates here are spring steel. And you want to make sure that they always have a little bit of action to it. I noticed I had quite a bit of action to this one, but almost no action to the other three. So what you got to do is we might have to loosen this one up just a little bit and tighten these three up just a little, put a little bit more pressure on the springs.
Okay.
Because if you have too much action on one and you get, like we were talking earlier, you have a piece of slag or a piece of metal that comes through that it can't crush, it's going to take that roll to push it out, and you could break bolts, as you well know. You had one pop out earlier, or you could break this bolt. So it's important to always have kind of the same action on all four. Come on, Teddy, come up.
Oh, you don't want to be picked up. Okay.
Come on, Teddy, come on. Come on. There you go, there you go. He doesn't want to do that.
Come on.
He wants to be part of it. All right, so, but you catch my drift.
Yeah.
So you have to basically loosen this one up ever so slightly.
Okay.
And then tighten these up so you have equal action. I noticed that, I think this one I was actually able to almost put my fingernail in between it, and you should have an even pressure. So we almost need to have it running to do it, but I've done it enough, I can get an idea. So all you gotta do basically. And I gave this guy a hard time not having the right wrenches, but that moment's come and gone.
It's gonna slip. It's gonna slip. It's not all right.
You sure? I can go get you the right tool.
No, it's.
Well, we need someone to make
I
a comment.
have to have a little fun at your expense, okay?
That's
Mentor
right.
protocol.
Yeah. You gotta have a little fun. So all I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna add a little bit more pressure, like maybe
Half turn.
maybe half a turn. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Cool.
Now what this will do is it will give us our final grind will be a little bit finer, but you gotta be careful. If you over tighten this stuff, you will break parts.
Okay.
And we all know it's no fun to have to run to the hardware store, get some new bolts or whatever. So
There isn't one around here. So
then- so then,
We are the hardware store.
yeah, we are the hardware.
Okay, I know that.
The Boneyard is our hardware store.
Yep, I get that. And this is all just, it's more of a, and you guys are getting it, but it's just a feel. Like, I can tell that one's already fine.
Okay.
Even though I didn't have the action, it just feels tight, so I'm not gonna push it out.
Yeah, so you kind of know what that tension feels like, about where it should be.
When you've done this as long as I have, you learn to feel things. Just like when I was telling you, when you grease the bearings,
Yeah.
you just don't pump and pump. All you do is you have a oh, I feel pressure, you stop.
Yeah.
So many people will take the crusher and they'll pump it full of grease and they'll blow. They'll see, oh, good, we got grease oozing out. Well, you just blew off your bearing seals. Exactly. So. Yeah, it's tight. Okay.
You guys are crushing it, man.
I know.
Literally. Did you know that you're walking on gold ore? On the ground?
It's all on the floor here.
It's all gold ore on the floor.
Now the floor here is lined with gold. Just gotta get it out.
overly cost effective to get out.
We really did enjoy putting that jaw back in, the Pitman jaw. That was a lot of fun to put
God,
that in.
I have no doubt. It was so much fun.
Well, no, it was, because it was kind of a challenge, because we've never done it before on this machine, so I wanted to...
Okay, we're all set.
Well, it was also good because, you know, we made a little foobar in the very beginning, and I kept questioning, how are we doing this right? Because I remembered last out is the first in, and it was the toggle.
Yeah.
Have you guys poked your head in there yet and seen if there's any wear on that pivot?
None.
No wear in it? Seems to, okay, good.
We couldn't tell there's any wear on it.
Well, normally we would have, as Sean knows this, but we have hardened. It's like a 41 Ford, and we heat treat it, so it's a really hard material. This one is unheat treated, so we have a little potential wear issue. So if you keep an eye on it, we should be okay.
I mean, the only wear is the one that you're already aware of. It's just on the teeth, on the gears, you know, where they first come into contact with the mesh, you know. But that's So I walk off to take a break to come back and take a look at what we crushed, and I got Mr. Hollywood and Ron on their phones chilling out.
Hey.
We actually do take breaks, believe it or not.
Time to get back to work.
Time to get back to work. Although, I noticed the longer we do this, the longer our breaks get.
The heavier the buckets get.
The heavier the buckets get. All right, this is the next round. Mr. Keene made his adjustments on the mill, and now we're gonna run some copper ore. I did a video a while ago that's for members only. I'm doing a copper series. This particular ore is running somewhere around 6.5% copper. So I'm gonna crush this, and then I'm gonna get it into a sulfuric acid leach. And then once I get it all cleaned up and all the copper out, then I'm gonna clean it, put it through the system, and see if there's any residual gold. Because there's rumors of chrysocolla gold in the location that this was taken, and some of it was actually really high grade. And then we'll crush our other samples and get on with it. All right, Hollywood.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Clear.
Clear shaft. pull like 10 men with the speed. Clear conveyor.
Down their little chute onto their roughing table. So this will be fun to watch.
Really does a good job, doesn't he? That'll do it. All set. Here's our water recirculation system at work, filling up our 2,000 gallon pond and starting.
wheelbarrow.
It's most of the water out. I don't see any gold. That's a good sign.
Sick 'em. Kill. Crack dog.
Harry's mine. We got our sulfide line going. I don't know. Greg, we don't have any gold line yet, huh?
No, not yet. Lately it's been hiding under the sulfide, whatever we do have.
There's a little color there, but
Yeah. This is your feeling. It's almost like
See what's going on in here. Take the table, hard at work.
If you look at this, that's all your heavies and your black. Yeah. That black pan. That's what we're talking about. Got a sulfide on, you can see a line here, a black pan, you can see a line here. You can see a lot of they're getting it out of here. How's these looking?
about a third.
You're running your 250 pounds of material to sample. How cool would this be after 250 pounds?
I'd probably get a bucket and a half.
A bucket and a half, and then how cool would this one be? Just vary a little bit.
Depending on the ore, maybe a little bit. It might be 10 pounds, could be 1 pound.
Just a small amount?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, not too much.
So really probably 90% going down your side chute. Okay.
Yeah, that's apparent because you can go out into the silt for the back end.
So you got your little corkscrew out there augering out the sand, which is cool. That's cool. You guys got some, you may have a lot of weird things, but it's actually working pretty good. That's pretty cool.
is the results from the #1 concentrates from Harry's Mine top dump. 290 pounds. It's not a terrible showing, but it's not what we want. There's a significant amount of sulfides in here. We'll have to get a weight on this. I'm going to go with maybe 0.3 grams maybe. For 290 pounds, we'd definitely want more than that. Although there is a significant amount of gold locked in the sulfides, we know that, so maybe we do a smelt test on that later on the sulfides. Get a number on the grade, match that to the assays. We'll do Frankie's spot next. All right, next we're gonna do Frankie's spot. So we're gonna run all the #1s.
It's the Franken spot.
No, Frankie, it's just Frankie.
No, but it's the Franken spot.
Why is it the Franken spot?
Why not?
Franken.
Frankie won't like that very much, probably.
He'll appreciate it.
He might knife hand you. He's a Marine.
That's all right.
It's right. He's got thick skin. He can handle it.
I've been insulted by professionals.
I've insulted professionals.
That too.
So here are the results. This is from Harry's Mine from the top dump. It's maybe 0.3 grams at best. We needed to see something like 2.5 grams for 290 pounds run. And then Frankie's spot, there's definitely gold there in the vein. So Chad and Conman will have to go back and look specifically what part of the vein's carrying the gold, and then see if there's some high grade available there at Frankie's spot. And these are the sulfides from Harry's Mine from the top dump, kind of similar to what we got from I-5, but apparently by assay about half of the gold is locked in the sulfides. So it might be worth smelting this, but I need to see this, a higher amount of gold, to waste my time with this stuff. I'll still get a weight on this, but I'll weigh it at another time. Ron says it's disappointing. Well, I mean, to put it this way, the Keene did a good job crushing the ore.
Yes, it did.
And if we had crushed this in our system, our recovery would have been worse, and would be even more sad than we are now. But this is testing.
Yep.
This is testing, not production.
Yeah.
We will live to fight another day. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yep.
The eternal optimist.
Yes.
Right. To be a miner, you got to be an optimist.
Yeah.
Or well funded by not your money.
The pan is half full, not half empty.
Yeah. So for 2024 mining season, this is the tally so far. This is everything we've done. And now we got Harry's Mine and Frankie's spot to add to the board. The grams per ton, we want to see ounces per ton. Here are the results from Harry's Mine, from the rocks taken from the top dump with the zip line we built. It's going to be 4.9 grains. So the dish is 84.5, total weight 89.2. So 4.9 grains from 290 pounds gives us about 2.1 grams per ton. Gold weight from Frankie's spot, from the representative sample that was taken from Chad and Conman, comes out to be 0.9 grains from the 240 pounds. So that comes out to just under a half a gram per ton. So they'll have to go back and resample the vein independently and try to figure out where the high grade is.
Recording.
Mr. Holland, would you like to do the outro?
Okay, guys. Well,
Thank you.
Okay.
Start with thank you.
All right.
Hey, it was a wonderful day, man.
All right. Our adventure has come to an end. It's time for our valuable guest to hit the road, get back to his life. But today we got a ton of advice. We got some tips. We got some tricks.
Some free stuff coming.
Hey, even better.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like free.
And by the way, we say this in our videos, but I really want to be sincere about it. When you need mining equipment, call Keene, tell him you saw him on Mine Operator, and they're going to give you a special deal.
We'll figure
Okay.
something out.
All right. So don't forget that. That's our little shameless plug.
I'd like to know who sees it so I can kind of see where, our efforts go. So it does help. Absolutely.
So the RCA12 performed flawlessly today. We did some adjustments and updates. Here's proof right there that it works.
And very fine gold.
And very fine.
Very
gold.
fine gold, yeah.
Precious fine.
So on that part, Mark, thank you so much.
Guys, it was way fun.
Please come out and see
I
us
learned
again.
a lot. I had fun.
Thanks, Mark.
What else can you ask for?
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Mark.
And the dogs.
And the dog.
Say
Bring
goodbye
the dogs back.
Thank
Say
you,
goodbye to
Mr.
Newt.
Yeah.
Bye, Newt.
Daddy, come
Good
here.
job, Newt.
We're down a dog somewhere.
These are my mascots. I think he's in the camper.
Okay.
He's hiding from the heat.
Too hot, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else you want to?
No,
Send us
guys,
out with?
I think that's us. I was excited to be here. I had a lot of fun. I learned some stuff. So, very cool. Good time.
Thanks for coming out.
All right,
Okay.
guys. Take care.
Until next time.
Perfectly done.
Oh, I got you.